beds.
What you're saying just sounds so scary. To actually be in that would have been just something completely different. I hope that we're over this crisis. But one of the big mysteries for me, Abhay, is about the difference between Delhi and Mumbai. If the cases peaked in Mumbai and they weren't able to augment hospital supply and bed supply either, why are patients in Delhi gasping for air? What is it about what's happening with the strain in Delhi that makes the case of Delhi so different from what we saw in Bombay? Is it inefficient management? Is it politics? What is it about why Delhi has just been so badly off?
There are many factors, Rahul. First and foremost, we have a hospital in Mumbai as well, which has been on COVID duty, and we have multiple hospitals in Delhi which have been doing the same. So first and foremost, I think the caseload in Mumbai was perhaps lower than Delhi. Secondly, the total number of oxygenated beds in Mumbai are again lower than less than half of perhaps what they are in Delhi NCR. The third aspect is Mumbai drains Mumbai. You seldom get patients from Pune, from neighboring cities of Nasik, let alone neighboring states of Gujarat and so on. Whilst Delhi doesn't only support Delhi, but the two sort of neighboring, the Tri-City, the two neighboring states, as well as a lot of people from Central India, North India, all the states, Northeast, and so on, do come to Delhi NCR for medical requirements because, this is where you have a disproportionate amount of medical infrastructure to be able to support that. But, what has been a tragedy is that we haven't been able to utilize this medical infrastructure for the benefit of all. So I think that's where the whole gap has been. But another aspect which you pointed out, again, is a bit of a mystery to us as well. We are doing these cross audits. We find that the oxygen requirement or the number of people who require oxygen in our Mumbai hospital has been lower than what it is in our Delhi hospital. Now, we are doing cross audits. It may be due to the epidemiology of the virus over there, perhaps a different strain, but the infection, the infectious load on lungs and otherwise seems to be higher. We're trying to sort of figure this out ourselves.
Let me just try and understand what you've said. You're saying if 100 patients ended up in hospital both in Mumbai and Delhi, the percentage of those who turned critical and required oxygen support is higher in Delhi than in Mumbai?
Absolutely. And the number of people who turned up in hospitals in Delhi, a lot more of those people seem to require oxygen, whilst in Mumbai the number has been lower. Through medical support, we've been able to support those patients, and the oxygen requirement hasn't been that high for them. It's not only per patient oxygen requirement, but also the number of people who required oxygen in Mumbai vis-a-vis number of people who required oxygen in Delhi.
I'll leave it over there. We thank you and your teams for what everyone in the hospital sector has done. This has just been, a very, very bad month. And the good news is at least the data at this time is saying that things are likely to get better. It will take time for that to start showing up at the hospitals, but at least if the spread of the infection comes down, then the cases will come down in time. Abhay, so I thank you very much for joining us on the News Track.